Well, we're back in the studio once again to talk about lettuce. How about these various drinks to boost energy? How about the effect of this on sports men and women? We'll talk about that one because a gentleman who was an athletics before, former athlete, is in the studio. He's one of the main managers of the Willie Williams Athletics Championship. Talk about that one and that of the championship expected 2024. James Thompson. James, how are you?
I'm fine.
How's life?
By the grace, manageable.
How's athletics so far in Ghana?
Oh, it is moving on well. Just facing some slight injuries. You know, when we went to Budapest, all our top athletes were injured.
Okay.
Which affected the country. But they are recuperating. So very soon, I know they will do their best for the nation.
Okay. Just before we talk about this Willie Williams Athletics Championship, what you were telling me behind the scenes, let's talk about it. The effect of drinks on sportsmen and women, especially those in Ghana. Tell me about it. What's it about?
Very good. We do a very big mistake because normally we don't know the drinks we take.
Okay.
Once you just see the advertisement, you go in for. But not all drinks are good for sportsmen or sports people. That's why I always recommend one product, which is Lina. That is what I took during my days.
Oh, okay. That's what you took?
Yes. Most of the top athletes. You can mention Ignatius Dasso, Emmanuel Dasso. You can mention Rosemont Amonima Yeboah, the current high jump queen in the world universities and Africa and Ghana as a whole.
Okay.
You know, doctors started nurturing this girl from her HHS days as Kumasi girls. Now she's on top of the
Okay, talking
world.
about doctor, what has been his contribution towards athletics so far? How has he been supporting you guys? Tell me.
Very, very great. Look at Amas. For 10 years consecutively, they won the Sports Zonals in Kumasi. That is the men.
Okay.
The women too, or the girls also won it for 9 consecutive times.
Okay.
Before Kumasi Wegehe came in to break that record.
Okay.
They will have won it for 10 times.
Okay.
Their secret is Dr. Caesar.
Okay.
And most of the top athletes, as I mentioned,
Okay.
Grace Obuo and co, they are all products of Lina Energy Tea from Dr. Caesar. Yeah, so it's good drink for sportsmen. It doesn't contain caffeine.
Okay.
It contains xylitol, saponin. Saponin washes the body, the blood.
So it's good for
very good.
Okay. So what you're trying to tell athletes here in Ghana is that they should be very careful
with what
if
they're
taking, because these days too, doping and anti-doping has been in the system very well. Where athletes, whether you are a tennis player, you'll be banned.
Very good.
So your idea is that they should try as much as possible to take the right thing. That's what I'm trying to say.
Very good. That contains natural food supplements.
Okay. And they can get it locally.
Very good. They can get it.
Thank you very much about that one. Quickly, let's talk about the Willie Williams Championship. What is the state of the Willie Williams Championship now? You are the manager.
Very good. We're growing. As I told you some time ago, you were there. You saw how competitive it was.
Yeah.
And I know next year it will be more fire because our seniors like Aziz Zakari, Sakura, Amasaro Lutrot, Bawa Fuseni, Wisdom Law, and all the big guys are behind us. And we got Dr. Caesar and Indomie as our sponsors. But we know next year, by all means, we'll get some sponsors.
We've seen excerpts of that one on your screens over there. No, you don't need to watch there. What happened at the University of Ghana? This was it. The Willie Williams Championship at the University of Ghana. That's what we're seeing on your screens over there. Yeah. Okay. What plans do you guys have to try and improve it in terms of patronage, in terms of the venue, in terms of organizations? What plans do you have?
Very good. When you talk of venue, now that is the only good venue we have. Because if you talk of Elwak, the track is not good. Yeah. Aside Elwak, Accra Stadium, no more tracks. So the only place you can concentrate on is Legon Athletics Oval or their track, which is under renovation. We thank Legon, the University of Ghana, very much because they always give it to us for free. We thank them very much because they are also doing that to promote sports development in Ghana, especially athletics.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is the only place we've been using for now. There's no any alternative. Yeah, and apart from that, we don't have any problem with Legon. But the athletes, to us, I'm saying, they are showing interest. Many athletes wish we even organize it again this year. But, due to money, we can't organize it again. We are now mobilizing money gradually. So we'll be doing the next one, maybe, God's will, in February.
Before you plan for next year, what has been the impact of the Willie Williams Athletics on Ghana Athletics? What has been the impact so far?
Very good. I told you we discovered Azamati. And James Dazi, I mentioned James Dazi, but then he didn't run even the world fastest time. When I mentioned him, I think 2 months' time, he was the first person to run under 19 this year. He's also our product. We are having a lot of them. I can't mention a lot of them. We've produced stars for Ghana in athletics, in sprint, and in the field. You know, Rosemont Amonima Yeboah, now the world champion, is our product. We've produced so many talents for the country. That's why we are begging the government to come in and give us support so that we can do more.
See, this very championship is organized to honor the late Willie Williams for what he's done. But it's mostly done by ex-athletes here in Ghana. How come you guys cannot raise the needed funds to make it bigger, get the corporate bodies to help? How come?
Yeah, it is very difficult. At times you go to some of the corporate bodies and they will tell you that they've done their budget already. You didn't come early. At times you go January, but this is what they will tell you. And you can't force them. Yeah. It's only the good ones, the few good ones, as I'm saying, like Indomie Ghana, Dr. Caesar, their doors are always open. Wherever you go, they help you. But others, you go, they'll tell you, you didn't come early. You should have come earlier. If next time you go, they'll give you stories. I don't want to mention names. But I know gradually God will touch their hearts and they will
Are you trying to rebrand the championship so that it will attract corporate Ghana?
Yes, we always add something to make it attractive. That's why normally we try to call the champions to come. So we are trying this time, even if we can get the Olympic champions, some of the foreign-based athletes to come and compete to make it more popular. That is what we are planning.
What has been the reaction of the local athletes towards this Willie Williams Championship? What has been their reaction towards it?
It is good for them because it helped them prepare well. You know, that is the first competition of the year. So they come and have a look at their times, their timing, and they train to improve upon it. Let's say maybe you come to the Willie Williams, you do 10-4. Maybe you go and train to reduce that time to maybe 10-2, 10-1, or 10-0. So it helps them to know the timing of the athletes.
Are you targeting those athletes in the various schools? Because if my mind says it very well, the last time round, it was a certain guy who was at Disadel on Fanseville. He won the 100 meters championship. Yes, is that the target over there to try to groom them?
Very good. We are nurturing and grooming them for the nation. That's what I'm saying. We went to Azamati when he was at Presec, Legon Presec, and we groomed him to become a national star. Now he's in the US. And we have one, Solomon Hammond. He was enrolled into University of Ghana. Now he's also gotten scholarship to America. They are all product of Willie Williams Athletics Championship.
Well, this is Sports World. My name is Phil John Quarter. We're talking about the Willie Williams Championship, Athletics Championship, which is always held annually to honor the late athletics coach here in Ghana by name Willie Williams. We've been told that preparations are underway for 2024. The 2023 edition was held at University of Ghana campus. It was a big success, according to organizer led by James Thompson, a gentleman who has been an athlete before. Quickly, within the athletics fraternity here in Ghana, I know only a few guys are trying as much as possible to honor what Willie Willie had done with this athletics championship. But on the broader perspective, what would you guys do to ensure that this is naturalized? I mean, nationwide is known to ensure that everybody becomes part and parcel. Because believe me, Willie Williams, I didn't know him, but I read much about him. He tried to groom a lot of athletes for Ghana.
Yeah, that's true. But that's why we've now started in Accra.
Yeah.
But gradually to make it nationwide, that is our target. We may move to maybe Cape Coast next 2 years.
Yes.
2025. From there, we will decide which.
Say that again. You will move to where?
Cape Coast. And move to other regions so that people over there will also get familiarized with it.
Okay. Yeah. What would you say to the foreign athletes, those who are trying to help? I know Aziz and Kwabi, what would you tell them? Why they need to come on board? It's not all of them that are on board. A few of them are on board. What would you tell to them?
Yes, I'll tell them that what we are doing is good. We are just trying to get people to fill in their gaps. The gap they left. Athletes like Aziz Zachary, Philomena Mensah, Ruki Chisco, and what have you. They were great athletes. And we need to get great athletes or good athletes to replace them. So the replacement is what we are doing. So they should help sponsor with the little they can so that we can also produce more athletes for the country.
James.
Yeah.
You've spoken very well about a Willie Willie thing there. Quickly, your last message to corporate Ghana within this. What would you tell them?
Very good. I'm begging all the big companies to sponsor McDonald's. I mean, those who love athletics and football, they should try to help us. And the government as a whole, the sports ministry, GAA, National Sports Authority, and co, they should all help because it's something good we are doing for the country.
Well, I've been speaking to James Thompson. He's administrator of the Willie Williams Athletics Championship, a championship which is held annually to try as much as possible and honor what Willie Williams has done for Ghana athletics. We've been told that the 2024 edition will be staged pretty soon. We are wrapping up, but just before we wrap up,